The most comfortable relationship between partners is one where there is no need to please. The most comfortable relationship between people is one where no one has to please anyone. Both are independent and free. If they are suitable, they can be together. If they can't talk, it doesn't matter. I would rather be alone than go against my will, and I would rather have regrets than given. Anyone who can enter my heart will be treated as a treasure. I don't bother to deal with those who don't enter my heart. In this world, there is a kind of person who lives the most tiring life. They are accustomed to hiding their true emotions, always remain restrained and polite, are afraid of conflict with the other party, and dare not easily refuse the other party's request. They are very caring about other people's moods and opinions. As long as someone else's tone is slightly colder, they will think about whether they have made the other person unhappy. They are always overly humble and easily impressed by others. If the other party gives her a good point, they will secretly remember it in their hearts, wishing that they could repay them with 10 points. Even if you are faced with a trouble that is difficult for one person to handle, you should solve it by yourself if you can, for fear of causing trouble to the other person. In this world, the more sensitive and sensible people are, the more tired they will be. Get used to catering to the other person's expectations and making the atmosphere harmonious, even at the expense of your own feelings. It seems that he can get along well with everyone, and he will not easily get angry when offended, even if he has to compromise his principles and bottom line. As Shi Murong wrote, "When I looked back, I suddenly realized that all my efforts in life were just to make everyone around me satisfied with me. In order to win the praise and smiles of others, I carefully put myself into all the patterns and all the shackles. Halfway through, I suddenly realized that all I had left was a vague face and a road of no return. Gradually, I live my life as others like me, but I also gradually cover up my true self." It seems that he is very popular and his relationship seems to be stable, but only he knows the fatigue behind it. When Zhang Fengzhou, a talented girl from Tsinghua University, appeared on the show The Weird Congress, she once revealed that she wanted others to like her so much that she became a flattering person. This made her regretfully lose the opportunity to have real relationships with the people around her in the first 20 years of her life. What is the real relationship between people? It means that you can quarrel with this person and expose your truest and most unbearable side to this person without having to play a likable role and worry about whether the other person will be unhappy or resentful. Only when you can express yourself freely without having to deliberately suppress yourself or cater to the other person, can such a relationship be of substantive significance. Because all the people attracted by pleasing you are probably not people who can really appreciate you. Those feelings mixed with too much pleasing are by no means a healthy model. They are just artificially creating a beautiful phantom, but one day it is going to be shattered. As Tule said, it is very unrealistic to love someone while standing on tiptoes. When you reach a certain age, you will find that the more difficult a relationship is to maintain, the more fragile it will be. People who can really get along with you for a long time will always appreciate your free and independent appearance, rather than your pretending to be humble and flattering. The most comfortable relationship between people is when there is no need to please. You be yourself, and I will be myself. No one needs to deliberately cater to anyone. Staying together is just because we have similar views, similar interests, we can get along, we can talk, and we feel comfortable, so everything will fall into place, that's all. Writer Jandy Nelson said that the most suitable partner is like walking into a house you have lived in before you know. The furniture, the paintings on the walls, the books on the shelves, the contents of the drawers. If you are in this house, you are plunged into darkness and you can still walk around freely. They are honest with each other and familiar with each other. They are not so depressed and suspicious, tired and disguised. A good relationship must be like this. Maybe you will lose some people in relationships because of this, but those who accept the real you and still choose to stay by your side are the ones worth cherishing in your life. Alright, this part of the story ends here.
Want to know what happened next? Let's listen to the breakdown next time.